Hello Leo, and welcome to your December 2024 Taroscopes with me, Intuitive Rene. Let's have a look and see, what does this month of December have in store for you? What do you need to know? What do you need to be aware of? So I'm using a deck which is called Christmas Elf, Xmas Elf actually. And yeah, I thought it would be a fun deck to use at this time of the year. Unfortunately though, unfortunately this deck is based on the Northern Hemisphere Christmas, which means it's got pictures of snow and snowmen and, you know, all of those kind of things, which we in the Southern Hemisphere don't get to enjoy at this time of the year. But it is still a Christmas deck nonetheless, and I thought it may be fun. So I have an interesting spread for us to use today for the month of December, which is going to give good insight into what you need to know, what do you need to be aware of, what does the month ahead have in store for you. All right, Leo, I think we are done with the shuffle. Let's cut the deck there and let's lay out our cards. So the first card we have is the Moon, all right? So I'm going to stick that one over there. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and finally, Leo, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So there's definitely a theme here. Can you see that? When we have so many pentacles, it becomes the theme. There's so many of one thing. So pentacles are our resources. Pentacles are our resources and our stuff, our money, our tangibles, the things that we use to achieve stuff. You've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. So that tells you, Leo, that for the month ahead, your theme, the thing that you're going to be thinking about or focusing on, is definitely going to be your stuff. Okay, definitely going to be your stuff. I know we've got a big open space here. I am going to fill it up a little bit later with another deck. All right, let's look at the cards one by one, bearing in mind that the overall kind of theme for you is dealing with your stuff, your resources. All right, so Leo, the first card we have for you, and this is your focus for the month. What is the one thing that you need to focus on? We understand the theme, which is your stuff, but what is the one thing that you really need to be focusing on for this month? And it is the card of the Moon. Now, when we look at this card, you can see that this little fella, he's gone outside. There's the inside, and there's this other little boy that's staring at him through the window. And, you know, inside the warm and cozy of the house, he's sitting outside and he's having a conversation with the moon. He's looking up at the moon and he's having a conversation. He's got his little support system here with him, so he feels quite safe, he feels quite secure. This little boy, on the other hand, he looks like he's quite scared. You know, he's got his little hands up this and he's looking, and he looks like he's quite scared, but he's having a conversation with the moon. The moon is our emotions, it's our intuition, it's our own inner thoughts. But when we have conversations with the moon, our conversations are typically about the thing that we fear the most, the thing that scares us the most. So you're going to find yourself, Leo, during the month of December, having to have tough conversations. You're going to find yourself sort of needing to ask questions and to get to the bottom of situations. You're going to be so focused on your resources and what you have available to you, but you still got these pressing questions, these kind of questions that are not leaving you alone, and you want to be asking the questions. You want to be digging deep into understanding yourself better, understanding your circumstance better, so that you can better take advantage of what is in front of you, what is happening right now in your life. So the moon is the card of having to find the courage and the confidence to do the thing that scares us the most. So, and what scares you the most is your resources, okay? Your resources, your stuff, your money, your time, your energy, your resources. So we definitely have to dig deep. We definitely have to be assertive, and we definitely have to be confident in tackling the things that we are afraid of, having those tough conversations. All right. Now we look at this Nine of Pentacles, and I mean, the energy shifts. We've gone from dark and gloomy, the energy shifts to bright and happy and beautiful. I mean, just look at that little smile on his face. Let me actually bring it up closer. Look at that smile on his face. I mean, how can you not smile and be happy when you see that? He's got the little bird and he's throwing snow up in the air, and he is just living his best life. The Nine of Pentacles is what I like to refer to as the abundance card, okay? It's the card of excess. It's the card of having everything your heart desires and then some. And this is the opportunity that December brings you, Leo. December's going to bring you the opportunity to have access. But you can't have excess if you don't have those tough questions, okay? If you don't ask those tough questions, if you don't get to the bottom of the things that are worrying you, you're not going to have the abundance. The opportunity is, the abundance is there. There is plenty available. But remember what your focus is. Remember what the thing is that you need to be mindful of. So if you can have those conversations, if you can be mindful, and if you can ask those tough questions, then there is the opportunity of December is just ridiculous abundance and happiness. I mean, and who doesn't want that? Of course, everybody wants that, isn't it? All right, so Leo, we move on to the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is the card of movement. It is the card of momentum. So if you look at these candy canes, okay, and if you imagine that there's a cannon, a candy cane cannon over here, and these candy canes have been shot into the air, and they've gone whee, and now they're starting to come down again. So it's basically the card of saying everything is in motion, everything is as it needs to be, everything is going to happen in the way that it's going to happen, which is fantastic, except. So Leo, this particular card is in the position of the challenge that you'll have to overcome in the month of December, and that is, the challenge is that you're not going to be in control. The challenge is that you have to trust that things are going to develop and happen as they are going to, that you're going to have to trust that everything's going to be okay, but you don't have control, because once you have fired that cannon, once they've been shot off into the air from here, you have no control over where they land, how they land, or how long it takes. You just have to wait for things to unfold and for things to develop. So the challenge for you, Leo, in the month of December is trust. Hence why we have to have these conversations, because maybe these conversations are to build the trust within yourself, to dig deep and to find the truth and to get to the truth of the heart of the matter so that you can have the abundance. But it is going to take a lot of trust on your part first, trusting that everything will be okay. You know, I'm hearing the phrase, let go and let God. Okay, it's a beautiful phrase, but it's a difficult phrase, especially for somebody like you, Leo, where you guys are so fiery, you're so proactive, you're so determined, and you're so good at being all of those things. You're so good at being in control and being ahead and being strong and being capable. So, you know, trusting in an unknown force can be quite difficult. So that is why that is the challenge that December brings you, Leo. So yeah, definitely something you need to work on. Then we go on to the Seven of Pentacles over here. This is the support that is available to you during the month of December. So here we have two little ones, okay? They're in front of this huge big tree. The tree is so big just to give them proportional size, because they are little ones, okay? And what are they doing is they're planting a new tree. But they're doing it together. She's got the spade, he's got the watering can, teamwork. But now they've planted the tree. Well, this little seed, I should say. Hey, it's not a tree yet. They've planted the little seedling, and now they're staring at it going, okay, now become a tree. Become a tree. It's going to take time. So, and it's interesting that this sort of takes me back to this card here. So remember the Eight of Wands, I was saying to you, Leo, that trusting that things are going to be okay is the challenge for you in the month of December. This is the card of patience. This is the card of perseverance. This is the card of recognizing that things we do today, we will benefit from in years to come, but there's no speeding it up. There's no hurrying it up. Things are going to take as much time as they're going to take. So this card is in the position of the support that is available to you. And Leo, the message that I'm getting here for you is that you need to lean on the people in your life to help you with patience. And that brings us to this card as well, which also brings us down to patience, isn't it? We need to have, we're going to have to face these things, Leo. There's just no doubt about it. December is going to bring you test of patience, test of trust, because we also have to trust that that seed is going to take, that seed is going to grow, that it is going to become a huge, big, luscious tree like that. But we won't know until we know. You won't know until you know. So the support is that you need to lean on people in your life, lean on people around you who can help you to be more patient, to be more perseverant. Perseverant, is that even a word? But you need to lean on the people around you to keep reminding you, give it time, give it time, give it time. You can't speed it up. It's going to take as long as it's going to take, and that's just it. And that is just it. And then Leo, finally, we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is the reward that December has to offer you. And the reward is slow and steady wins the race. That's the reward. Slow and steady wins the race. The Knight of Pentacles, he's taking a slow, methodical kind of approach to everything. He's not in a hurry. He's not in a rush. He's not letting anybody rush him either. Slow and methodical, and he knows that eventually he's going to arrive where he needs to arrive. So what we have is this journey. Okay, and this journey starts with you asking yourself the tough questions. Asking yourself the tough questions of what it is that you really want. What is it that's really important to you? Knowing that there is an abundance available to you. Knowing that you deserve all the happiness and the joy. But that once things have been set in motion, they are literally set in motion and you have to wait. It's going to take as long as it's going to take. Your patience is definitely going to be tested, but lean on the people around you who have done this before, who know how long it's going to take, because they will reassure you constantly that it's going to be okay, that it's going to be okay, that it's going to be okay. And the reward is that your patience will be rewarded and there will be success, there will be abundance, everything will work out exactly as it needs to. So Leo, we're not done yet because I want to put another card over there, and for this I am using the Inner Peace Oracle. You can insert the missing word. So let's shuffle the Inner Peace Oracle, and we're looking for just a single card just to finish off the reading, just to give you whatever insight and inspiration you need to help you have the patience that you are going to need over the month of December. Right, let's cut the deck, and I'm taking the card off the top. There is better shit on the horizon, Leo. I love it. There is better stuff on the horizon for you. And you know what? Everything is in motion. Everything is in motion. So maybe knowing that there is better stuff on the horizon will give you the patience to trust the situation and to see it through to the end. I'm not going to read that out loud. You can read that. But the message is, Leo, the message is you are dealing with something. You are definitely having to have those difficult conversations with yourself to understand what it is you want, what it is you need, what it is you desire. There is an abundance available to you. There is so much opportunity for good stuff, but trusting and patience and perseverance definitely are the challenge that you have to deal with, that you have to overcome. And if you do, the rewards are that there are definitely better opportunities available to you. So Leo, be patient, be kind, persevere, keep going, one foot in front of the other. And you know what? There is a time and a place for everything, and everything's going to work out just fabulously. Leo, I am sending you much love and many blessings. Take care of yourself, and until we connect again, take care.